Go.
Yeah, cool. All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Anna, for having me here tonight. This is really awesome. I just quickly introduce myself. So I'm Verena, and I'm a personal trainer, massage, and physiotherapist. And I would like to talk to you tonight a little bit about 5 key principles. So, and first of all, thank you very much for jumping on tonight, taking the time. And I don't know, this may or may not be for you, but I really appreciate that you're on here with an open mind to listen. And the whole thing is about health and wellness, and also how our food can affect our well-being, our health, and our wellness. So I would like to talk about those 5 key principles you can see there. So protein pacing, intermittent fasting, adaptogens, nutrient density, and convenience. And while I'm talking about this, this is for you guys. So this is, I hope you can take away something of this webinar, and this is all about you. So while we're going through this, feel free to ask any questions while we're doing it or afterwards, and think about if or how you could take away or implement something into your lifestyle. Can be 1 or 2 things, or you may even know someone, you might even think about someone this could help. So yeah, so let's get started. What are we starting with? Nutrient density. Okay, right. So first of all, just want to throw out a question here. So why are we not just eating whole foods, and why are we not feeling our best? This is well, what we should feel our best, but we're actually not. Really awesome being able to grow own food, organic. Well, who does it? I mean, it's really hard to have the whole food there, growing everything ourselves. Now, the problem why we're not feeling our best is I reckon it is over farming, mass production, soil depletion, and the use of pesticides. So I think that's a big problem, and the nutrients are just not in there anymore like it used to be, maybe let's say 50 years ago. So our food doesn't contain all the minerals and vitamins as much as it used to be. So when we look at, let's say, weight loss, so many people in New Zealand and all over the world, they want to lose weight. So what do? They cut calories. So they eat less. Problem with that is they take in less nutrients as well. So that is a big problem, because nutrients are essential for our body function, mood, energy, etc. So the result of that is we're tired, we feel crappy, we have food cravings. So everyone who's been on a calorie counting diet can probably relate, and it's really hard to stick to it. So, yeah, so we need a balanced diet, and we can't just cut calories. It doesn't work. All right. So next one, protein pacing. So first of all, protein is part of every single cell in our body. Our organs, our skin, brain, everything is made of protein, amino acids, and we need them regular. We can't produce all of them, and we can't also process big amounts of protein. So having Weet-Bix for breakfast, a salad for lunch, and a big fat steak for dinner just doesn't do it, because then we have a huge amount at nighttime and nothing throughout the day. So the body can't actually absorb that much. Also, it's really important that we have different kind of protein, a good variety of protein, to get the whole amino acid profile, and also different foods take different time to digest. So just for instance, if you try and you have a steak on the plate afterwards, it just doesn't get there. It takes 24 hours to break that down. So therefore, easy digestive protein is as important as whole food protein. So to be able to absorb maximum amounts of protein, 3 to 5 times per day will be great. So there should be protein in every single meal. So that way our body can function the best. And it also keeps us satisfied for longer. So yeah, next one. Okay, intermittent fasting. It has been there for centuries in different cultures, different countries. There's a lot of science online you can look up, and it has incredible health benefits. Obviously detoxifying the body, but also it spikes human growth hormone, which is good for muscle building, good for fat loss. It resets and reduces cravings, and it gives off energy and mental clarity. And regarding the detox, that's a really interesting part, because obviously we can't avoid taking those toxins in. They are in our ear, chemicals, in our shampoo, in our food. It's impossible to avoid those. And detoxing breaks down old cells that are not functioning properly. And I know I have to be really compliant with that, but you find studies about fasting and cancer treatment, because obviously those cells are not functioning properly. You get rid of those with detox. Okay, I think I touched pretty much everything. Yeah. Okay, adaptogens, probably Anna's favorite. Adaptogens is Mother Nature's answer to stress. And what are they? So adaptogens are found in plants thriving in very harsh environments. So for example, in Siberia, where it's really cold and then hot, and so different kind of environments, and they just adapting to the environment, to the next situation. And we're really lucky we can actually make use of that. So the Russians actually use it for Olympia athletes to perform better and to recover better. So it helps us mentally and physically. For example, it helps with better sleep, more energy, stress management. And just to touch quickly on stress. So when we're stressed, our cortisol goes up. And what happens, and probably everyone has noticed that, we are automatically grabbing for something sweet, like we tend to eat, which is kind of natural but is not good. So cortisol and insulin are working together. The problem with that is lots of cortisol, lots of stress, constant stress is really bad, and it makes us gain fat. So nothing for long term. All right, convenience. Yeah, so we're all pretty busy. I don't know anyone who's able to cook 3 meals a day with all different colored vegetables and all the protein. I don't know anyone. The problem with that is when we're busy, we just grab the next best thing, and we're on the go. So super easy to just grab a coffee, a donut, some takeaway, which is basically just empty calories. Right. Yes. So we need all 5 components. I think I touched on all of them. Yep. Ah, cool. All right. So I would like to share a little bit about my story. So beforehand, I wasn't able to eat a lot of foods without feeling bloated and lethargic, crampy, and I love food and I love going out for dinner, but whenever I went out with them, people would call me complicated. And I didn't want to be on elimination diet for the rest of my life. Also, I was catching lots of colds and flus during the year, and it would stop me from my passion, which is trail running and weightlifting. Then about 3.5 years ago, I got introduced to isogenics by my workmate and friend, Joel, and I actually never thought the system was able to do what it actually did. So now I'm able to eat anything I like. I don't have to be on an elimination diet, and I'm at best health I've ever been. So lots of energy, great performance. I have been able to compete in winter. So I am a trail runner. I've done marathons in winter. As you can see on the pictures, I've done a bodybuilding competition as well. So yeah, I just feel amazing, and I will never stop using those products. And yeah, so that's a bit about me. Now, so this is the system what we're using. So basically, there are lots of different products and system working for different goals. For example, like weight loss, energy, performance, better sleep, and so on. But they are some key products I'll just briefly want to talk about. So first one is the meal replacement shake or bowl, whatever you prefer. So it's a low calorie, high density meal replacement, and it looks a bit like some processed food, but it's actually not. It contains incredible raw ingredients, undesaturated whey protein, or the vegan protein, and it contains live enzymes and probiotics. So if you not consuming this, if you mix that up with water and you're not consuming this within 15 minutes, it goes off. So it is a live product. Okay, next one, Cleans for Life. So that's a mix of herbs, botanicals, some B vitamins to bind the toxin. So it helps the natural detox process, and it keeps the blood sugar stable. And this is the reason why we're not walking like zombies while we're cleansing. So keep going. And it makes it a lot easier. And then last one, Ionics Liquid Gold. our Zen juice, or however we want to call it. It's just amazing. Can't imagine a day without it. That's a herbal, the adaptogen, the herbal drink to help with sleep and energy. So these are the key products. So whatever works for you, I don't know, whatever you want to take away out of this. If you feel like, oh great, actually I would like to have a better breakfast and swap out my Weet-Bix or cereal for a meal replacement, which is filling and satisfying, that's fine. Or if you say, actually I have a lot bigger goals, the system works, but also the single products are really, really good and helpful. So the whole thing comes with money back guarantee, which is pretty awesome. So you basically can eat everything for a whole month, and if you're not happy, you get your money back. So you can eat for free. The difference between this system and those products and something, let's say from the supplement or supermarket, supplement shop, is that first of all, the product is absolutely unique and amazing. But also you get a personal coach with that who's guiding you. And if you need every single day, that person is with you and keeps you accountable and is helping you there for questions. You get also a great community, really amazing people, all uplifting, positive and supportive. And there's no restriction. It's not a restrictive diet. It's not like, oh, you can't have this, you can't have that. Not happening. This is a lifestyle. So you choose what works for you. Yeah.
Nailed it. Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, guys, my name is Anna, and I'm going to talk to you about the other side of Isogenics company. Not only does it help people get healthy and get their mojo back and have mental clarity and great sleep, but it also has an option, if you choose, to get your products paid for, earn a secondary income, or take it to an extreme where you replace your full-time income and have thousands of dollars in your bank account. It's totally up to you. So I'm here to talk to you a little bit about that and how that works. So just to plant seeds of thought in your brain, how can you earn money? There's different ways to earn money. We all grew up seeing our parents go to traditional employment, and that's what majority of us do now. We go to a place of work, we work a certain amount of hours a week, we get paid a certain amount of money a week, and then we start again once we've spent that. So that's a very most common way to earn money, right? There's also shares, there's Airbnb, where you share part of your home with somebody or a stranger to earn an income, but that's just limited, it's time for money. You can own your own business, invest into an investment business, something like that, sales, property, etc. All of those options cost time and money, okay? And that's a continual thing. You just, like with the Airbnb, well, shares not so much, and I'll talk about that now, but once they've gone, that's it. So the other ways you can is flipping it and making your money kind of work for you, or have what they call residual income. So how does that work? To roughly put it, you could save for a house, buy a house for $500,000. The average Kiwi will take 25 years to pay that off, have it in the bank, have a rent yield of 5%, and get $400 a week after that, after paying it off in 25 years. There's shares, invest into shares, $500,000, dividends of 5%. Time to cover that or pay that off is, or save for that, I should say, is 25 years. And a residual income after that is about $400 a week. There's also savings. So you can have savings invested into your bank account and live off the interest. So as I said again, $500,000 in the bank account, have an interest rate of 2%, 25 years to pay it off. And what is it? $200 a week. Okay. So that's good, right? But you see that one thing there is 25 years. And the other thing is not much money at the end of it. After 25 years, it's kind of like a gulp. The other one is the new way. So this is where you have an investment into food, into a network marketing company, into Isogenics. Okay, so that can be anywhere between $250 and $700 for your food to help you feel better, lose some weight, gain some energy, sleep like a teenager. Okay, so investment of about $500. If you go for it, be coachable, learn the tactics, learn the skills, read books, get on live webinars, get to events, all that stuff. In 3 years, the average Kiwi would have a residual income of $1,500 a week. Pause. Forced pause there to let that sink in. Pretty cool. So I'm going to show you how that works. I keep on moving my little screen because
Would you take questions as you go, or would you answer them at the end, Anna?
Yeah, you got a question?
Because I'm like, whoa, okay, $1,500 per week. You said the average Kiwi after 3 years of learning the system.
You have to go hard.
So is that based on, as a big statement, just to challenge it? So where do you get the average from in that statement? Is that kind of research done on some of the people that have joined Isogenics and gone hard, sort of thing?
Yeah, and I can show you some of their stories shortly.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. So, network marketing, okay, and why would you choose Isogenics to be your network marketing vehicle? Okay, so Isogenics sells to the world. You're not limited by geography. You can be a hairdresser, you can be a mechanic, earn some income, but you are restricted by the customers in your general area. So nobody generally is going to drive 3 hours to get a haircut from you. They're going to go more local than that. Okay, so the demand will not change either. So there will always be people needing to get healthier. Health statistics are very, very high, and everybody eats food. They are very unique products. So as was said before, you can't duplicate Ionics. You can't go to a shop and grab all the products or ingredients of a Isogenics shake and put it in a blender and blitz it up. You just, not for $4.80. You can't. Low labor requirements, so you do not have to employ anybody for your business. Low overheads, like I said, you eat the food. Low investment, you buy the food. You are paid every single week without fail. It's portable. I've built my organization breastfeeding in bed at 2 a.m. in my onesie, while traveling, at my parents' place on the couch. I live a very unexciting life, so I can't really give you many cool examples, but it's been everywhere. Okay, so people do it on the beaches of the world. You do it when you can. Okay, so you don't have to be at a place at a certain time to get work done. It's a consumable product, so you're not selling something that lasts a long time. People are going to continue to need to eat the food, and so they'll continue to buy the product. Proven systems. So there's lots of different examples of people, everyday people, which I'll show you shortly, that have achieved great results in income-wise because of the systems involved in Isagenix that help you get healthy, help people get paid, help people get healthier, etc. Tax benefits, you can write off many cool things, part of your house mortgage, travel, getting your eyebrows tinted, a new computer, part of your phone bill, heaps of cool things. And then there's time leverage. So you can leverage off other people. It's all about win-win with network marketing. So an example of time leverage is Verena and I leveraging off each other right now. Okay, so we're supporting each other, we're being good friends and sharing each other's skills and knowledge to share Isagenix. An example is somebody might have an event in a different town that you live at, but you might have somebody that you would like to share Isagenix with. You can send that person to that event and leverage that person. Very cool. Okay, so I'm going to share with you some examples of people, everyday people that have earned an incredible income and still do to this day. So there's this crazy cool thing that I learned when I first started Isagenix. I haven't shared this on this thing, but Dee, I think you might appreciate this. Have you heard of the time over money scale? Okay. It's very complicated. But once I saw this, I was like, okay, I click now. See that? There's like there's lines along here, and there's just a line through there, right? So I'm going to put here, what's the year is it? 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. And there should be another one there, 5 years, okay? So 20, 21, 22, 23, there should be one there, but I ran out, okay? And then there's time, then there's money. Time, money, okay? So you're here, right? We're all here. With Isagenix, there's this time over money scale, okay? So at the start, in people's first year of joining Isagenix and trying to build an organization and maybe get some financial goals kicked, they put in a lot of time, a lot of no's, a lot of learning, a lot of trying, a lot of setbacks, and they might get a little bit of money at the end of the week. Okay, and that's a bit of a kicker because you're like, what? This isn't working. This is BS. The following year, we're putting in a lot of time and we're getting a little bit more, maybe getting our products paid for each month and maybe a few more paid for friends or family or the husband or whatever, okay? Second year, we're getting a little bit more. Third year, we're still putting in time, but we're getting an all right income, you know? We're able to have a few more date nights. We're able to have a family holiday somewhere, get some nice sexy jeans, get some more amped nitro, whatever, okay? And fourth year, things are looking pretty good. We're putting in time, but not as like hardcore as it was on the first year, but we're doing all right. I've replaced my income. I'm still working because I'm not going to quit my job straight away because I know businesses go up and down, but things are doing all right. 4th year in, 5th year, holy shamola, look at that money. And not so much time, okay? So it's like, I once got told, it's like, when you go to push a door, like a big sliding heavy concrete door, and you have to like push really hard and then you get momentum and then it goes, right? That's what network marketing is. You have to push really hard for a wee while and then slowly people come on board and they help you out and the door slides easier. So Amanda and Michael had 30K credit card debt. This couple is so cool. He was a professional poker player and a music store owner, and she was a graphic designer. They've been doing Isagenix for 5 years, and this year they were awarded a big fat check of celebration saying that they had earned $750,000 using Isagenix. So easy to say, no more debt. Dom was a fitness instructor and her partner is a financial advisor. Now she's traveling the world with Isagenix in her pocket. Currently residing in Bali, has replaced both her and her partner's income, living her best life. Lloyd and Alicia, he was a former lawyer, she was a paralegal on pretty good coin. They've been doing Isagenix for 5 years. Now they've left their full-time jobs and are doing Isagenix full-time, and they're in the top 25 income earners in Aussie. They live in great lives. They are able to give back, help their family, and also pay for 2 fantastically glamorous weddings. Rob and Rhea, she was a teacher. He was a landscaper for 10 to 15 years. They've been doing Isagenix for 5 years. Now they're traveling in their van, currently in Bali. 8 months, is it? Yeah, 8 months into Isagenix, Rhea left her teaching job so she could be by her mum as she died of a brain tumor. And then 2 years later, they were able to retire Rob. Rhea does not recommend that you quit your full-time job 8 months into doing Isagenix because, like I said, businesses do go up and down, not just Isagenix businesses, but every business. But she also is very grateful she was able to be with her mum as she passed. Amanda, dairy farmer and mum of 2 boys. She's been doing Isagenix for 5 years. Purely started for the products, didn't want the business, and she thought living on a dairy farm, working full-time, having free rent, and having $400 a week she was killing it. Now she's New Zealand's 2nd highest income earner, and I think her average is about 4 to 5 grand a week. Pretty darn cool. So that's it. So how it works is, I haven't explained the money side, so that's quite important. So the other cool and sexy word, as I've said before, is leverage. So there's money, time leverage, and there's also income leverage. So you can earn from what other people earn. So the best way I can explain it is showing you a little bit about my organization. So a little bit about me. I should tell you a little bit about me. My name's Anna. I live in Christchurch. I'm a mum of 2 preschoolers, and before Isagenix, I was a strung out hormonal mess that cried all the time and was a zombie, could not sleep. I had just become a mother and it was petrifying, and I didn't really realize how bad it was until I actually felt better after using Isagenix. Within days, I slept like a teenager, got my mojo back, felt Anna again, sparkly, positive, laughing instead of crying, lost 6 kilos, got the courage to have another baby. So I'm 3.5 years in and have not looked back, and it's part of my life. Like Verena said, it's I don't know what you said, but you said something like it's adaptable or not, you said convenient, but you said something like it's restrictive. I love that it's not restrictive. I can drink my red wine, I can have my ice cream, and I can still cleanse and feel better and fit my jeans. That's why I love it. So once I got started and I got great results, my friend Tracy pulled me aside and said, "What are you doing? You look great." And I was like, doing this shake shit. So she got on board and I got paid $30 when Tracy got started. Tracy did a post once she got great results. She was again sleeping wonderfully, like I needed to and she needed to. She lost some weight, but she just got her energy back. That was the biggest shift for her. So Tracy did a post on Facebook telling the world how wonderful she's feeling, and her family friend Diane up in Nelson saw the post, and she contacted Tracy's mum and said, "What's this stuff? Is it legit?" And she said, "Yes, and I've lost 9 kilos." So Diane got on board. Diane went on a big tour around Europe and met a wonderful woman called Lindley, and they became great chums, and Lindley lives in Kaikoura, and Lindley got started. And then Lindley has enrolled 10 people, okay? Another story is I went to playgroup and I had my Cleanse for Life drink. Someone said, "Do you do isogenics?" And I said, "Yes, I do." "Great, I want some." Her name is Lisa, and she's one of my consultants now. She got started. Lisa got her neighbor started, Trudy. Trudy's from Oamaru. Trudy got Kylie started, and then Kylie got Lisa started, and Lisa has enrolled 10 people. Okay? So when that person at the bottom of Lisa places an order of a certain amount of points, say 100 points, so every product and every item within Isogenics is given points. So say for a canister of shake, there's 32 points to it, okay? Those points turn into dollars. So Bob, underneath Lisa places an order, and it's 100 points. Bob gets 100 points. Lisa gets 100 points. Kylie gets 100 points. Trudy gets 100 points. Lisa gets 100 points. I get 100 points. Only because Bob placed an order. They all get 100 points. Same on my other example. Somebody under Lindley, Joe. Joe places an order of 100 points. Joe gets 100 points. Lindley gets 100 points. Lindley gets 100 points. Diane gets 100 points. I get 100 points. You get the drift, right? Everyone gets the same amount. It doesn't dilute and it doesn't stop. When those points accumulate in your account, you get paid. So there's people in my organization I do not know, have not met, but every single week I earn a commission off their orders. That's another pause moment because I cannot wrap my head around that. So what they earn, I earn as well. It's kind of crazy, right? So it's just people telling people. And it's very, very, very clever marketing, because you're going to believe somebody that you love and trust more than somebody on an infomercial. So what Isogenics have done is they've cut out that big bill of marketing. Businesses market on billboards, celebrity endorsements, advertising, shops, all that. You know what marketing is. So they don't do any of that. They help you. So when you are the marketer, they pay you. And so they believe that everybody should be able to afford good nutrition. So if people can't afford the good nutrition, here's an answer. And that's what is so special about this. The products are incredible. They're changing people's lives every single day. There's zombies walking around everywhere. 1 in 3 New Zealanders is a obese and needs to shift some weight. And this is a solution that's easy, convenient, helps with stress, which is a huge thing in people's lives, especially at the moment. And energy, that is the kicker. That's what most people are suffering from. If I only had the energy to do it, I would. So when we tick those 4 things, it's just a no-brainer that somebody's going to notice or somebody's going to share, and it just evolves organically. But once that's to get your products paid for or to share with 3 or 4 people. If you want to earn the good income or more than that, it does take effort, definitely. I've had many wall-kicking moments and times I've wanted to quit because I get a no and I take it sensitively, but my skin's got thicker because it's not about me. So, Julie, when it comes to the money side, it does, like, all these people have pushed and tried and got to events and learned and read books, all of them, I guarantee it, and I know it. So all the earning potentials are they're on you in terms of your work ethic, how much you're willing to learn, how much you're willing to change, who you surround yourself with, your environment, all that kind of stuff is hugely important. I was talking to Verena before about my new environment that I found and feeling so much more at home. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's very, very exciting. Products are incredible. And yeah.
Can I add something?
Yes.
So what I learned is you can only do this business if you care about people, if you're compassionate. And the great thing, what I love is you work in a team. All you do is teamwork. So when you support your people, they will have success and you will have success. So if you care about your people, then you will be successful. Otherwise, it's not for you.
Yeah. That's so true and beautiful. Love it. So yeah, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Verena. Thank you for all the lovely faces on here.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Lovely to see your face, Julie D.
Anna, enjoy watching your lovely stories.
Cool.
Oh, can I have something to ask you?
Yeah.
Because it feels like a not humongously public forum. You did a really cool